Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to discuss something that I watched maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, about two content creators downtown on the Facebook and the tragedy that we all are left with. Is it worth it to put your business out there on Front Street for a click and a view? Let's discuss it. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my users and reviews, and all the y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie advice. Sweet old. It's time for auntie
Welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And I wanted to talk about um, this event that took place on social media. Um, just kind of get y'all feedback, and hopefully, if someone or the right one runs across this, they'll take heed and listen. So on June 14th, right? Let me bring them up on the screen. Hold on a second. Hold on. This particular couple was live on Facebook. Her name is Zaria, a 27-year-old. She was a social media influencer and a mother of two. She lived in Twin City, Georgia. Her husband and her were live, and his name was Shamarcus. The live stream turned hostile, with Shamarcus making threats like, "You're going to make me off you," and brandishing a KNIFE amid accusations of cheating and STDs. At around 6 p.m. that same day, Zaria posted a desperate plea on her influencer page, saying the following: "I really don't know what to do, but I need help before I lose my life or freedom. My kids need me." At 9:30 p.m., the police responded to a DV disturbance call at their home and found Zaria unconscious. She was AKA Dutchess Dior. She was later pronounced dead. The official cause of her passing hasn't been released, pending an autopsy. However, there is a lot of speculation on TikTok about what has happened to her. Some people have said that information was released saying that she was shot, while other people say that she was um, strangled. Okay. Now, I have scoured for it. I have not been able to find it at all. Later that night, the couple's 2021 Dodge Challenger and Shamarcus were located in Wayne County, and that was about 60 to 80 miles away. During a traffic stop attempt, Shamarcus unalived himself and died later on at the hospital. You're probably wondering, Auntie, why you covering this? Why are you talking about this? Number one, never underestimate toxicity in a relationship. Never. Number two, keep your business off of social media. It is not worth the click and the view. It's just not. These two people have left two children. Now, there are multiple videos out there where people are showing the videos. I'm not going to do that here. We just going to have a conversation about it. I may show you a couple of pictures of the two of them, but what we're not going to do is put that out here, right? It's enough people that's covering it to do that. I just have a message to content creators. That's basically who I'm talking to, basically who I want to reach. Everything is not a click and a view. It's not. Your private life is your private life. When it comes to your relationship, it wasn't that these two were boyfriend and girlfriend, they were husband and wife. They'd already been going through things. Let me give you a little background about who he is. Um, because I looked that up. Hold on real quick. And I looked it up in multiple places. That's the thing. So Shamarcus Jamil Carr was 36. He was known online as the Frenchman. He was a social media influencer and French bulldog breeder with around 44,000 Facebook followers. His wife, Zaria Khadijah Carr, 27, used the alias Dutchess Dior, and she had about 35,000 followers herself, posting content on motherhood and lifestyle, which is where she should have kept it. We miss you too, Shantaria. Hey there. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Phoenix Rising 72. Are there any other members out there? Hey there did I get my girl Tamika? Hi, Tamika. Y'all, nothing is worth a click and a view. Some of these platforms do not pay enough. Like, first of all, none of them pay enough for me to put my personal business like that on the street. None of them probably pay enough to even cover their funeral. A lot of people believe because you have all of these subscribers and stuff like that that you are making money. A lot of people now are going to social media in order to create and build wealth or a followers so that they could branch off into other things. I don't know much about them. All I know is that this was disturbing for me on another level, simply because there's not one coin that's worth you losing your life. Now, in the video that I saw, that I allowed myself to see, I saw this guy smoking, drinking. I saw her in the background, him making accusations about her having herpes. Not one time did I hear her deny, right? I don't remember hearing it. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section if you more familiar with this than I am. But I didn't hear her deny it. He even went so low in the conversation to discuss the fact that she had asked him to come and check her bottom, that is. And I was like, what is this? What social media and content creation has come to? Some people are saying that the audience, the people who are looking, the subscribers, if you will, have a responsibility to check them and to tell them, their displeasure and try to get them to stop. Do you know how many people are probably in live comments right now asking someone who is on someone they follow on social media, asking them to discontinue their behavior down in the comment section? Most of the time, we don't see the comments unless we're boring, right? A lot of people who are boring, right, and don't really have no content, like they pay attention to the comment section, and their whole life is basically answering questions and responding to people in the live. People like myself who've been doing this for a while, are very um capable, right, of carrying a conversation without having to gain content or get content based on what the viewers are saying down in the comment section. He was on a rampage, and I think that just kind of basically some of the things that I saw, there were so many signs that this was going to turn left. I mean, sign after sign after sign. But people have an appetite for toxicity. We watch shows, we all watch 90 Day Fiance, we watch other shows, and we have an appetite for it, whether it's small or whether it's big. Some people are obsessed with all things 90 Day Fiance. Some people are obsessed with all things Love is Blind. Now, when Love is Blind is on, honey, it's a whole different ball game. People are obsessed with what they're obsessed with. And I don't know why they do that or why it becomes that way, but it does. There is something about being entertained by someone that you like or someone that you feel like you can relate to, right? You have a relatability, right, with that individual. But let me tell you, everything that you see ain't what it is. This girl is in the background while her man is live on Facebook cooking, okay, some kind of, look like it was a pasta dish. He's telling her whole life. He's talking about her cheating, him catching her cheating, their affairs. She's in the background kikiing and cacaing until he goes at one point. Okay, so let me follow my notes. Okay. Okay, so you up on this, Kanisha? I may drop the link to hear what y'all have to say. So I'm going to give you another timeline. Evening around 6 p.m., Zaria posted a desperate plea on her Facebook page. I really don't know what to do, but I need help before I lose my life or freedom. My kids need me. Shamarcus went live discussing mutual infidelity, where Zaria appeared in the background. The broadcast ended abruptly after about 7.5 minutes. So, what I saw from the broadcast, that when she ended up saying someone's name. Now, word on the curb, and I don't know how true it is that she had mentioned someone's name, I think by the name of Odie. And when she mentioned it, he was already had up and drunk up. He was already drinking and already establishing an environment for to go left. Yeah, this is just my observation based on 50 years, 50 years of life. Because some of the life you ain't lived. So let's just cut it down to 45 years of being a grown ass adult. The environment to go left had already been established when I saw him taking the bottle to his head, smoking cigarettes, cooking, she in the background doing what she do. I heard him say, I'm not sure if it was in that video or another video, I ain't even want to marry her. When is it time to get step away from social media? Why do people need to have validation from other people that they will never meet in their whole entire life? But you need validation and you need people to be in your business on social media. There's so many things that you could be doing on social media other than out there arguing with one another about who cheated on who, how many times you cheated, him catching her cheat. Then the brother goes live and says that that's what they do. Never ever underestimate the toxicity in your relationships and what someone will or will not do. Never underestimate embarrassment. Never underestimate another mother when you know your both of y'all hands is dirty and you competing for public approval. You looking for the public and the crowd to say, it's all right, go for it. We here for it because we're entertained by it. Some people are disgusted by it, but it's like a wreck about to happen. You see it, oh, excuse me, y'all. You see it about to happen. You cringing, but you cannot look away. And this is what that was: the inability to look away, the inability to not feed the monster, because they were monsters to each other. This relationship was so toxic, they shouldn't, in my opinion, have even brought kids into it, but they did. And now we have two children who are without parents, male and female, mom and dad, over cheating instead of just walking the away. People say that toxicity, people can love each other and be in a toxic relationship. It don't match. It doesn't match. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation took over the case, confirming their awareness of the couple's online profiles. Um, Zaria's cause of death Someone said it says here Zaria's cause of death is confirmed as gunshot. Autopsies are pending to clarify the circumstances. So let's read this from the Tribune because I did not know that. So, in an article dated June 17th, 2025, influencer Dutchess Dior unalived by husband after chilling Facebook Live argument. They have the video out here. Again, I'm not playing it. The 27-year-old mother of two was found dead in her Twin City, Georgia home from gunshot wounds. Authorities believe the fatal shooting occurred shortly after the couple streamed a tense live video in which they publicly accused each other of infidelity. In one disturbing moment, Shamarcus threatened, "You're going, you're going to make me off you." Let me see what this video shows. Hold on a second. Okay, a whole bunch of I don't want to see it. Okay, let's get out of that. Whole bunch of ads. Hold on, y'all. They said that Shamarcus had prior convictions, which included aggravated assault, firearms, and drug offenses from 2012, with 5 years in prison. The broader impact of the social media reaction is the live video followed by Zaria's desperate post sparked real strong reactions. The incident has brought renewed attention to issues like DV, mental health, and the barriers to seeking help, even when broadcasting cries online. Online community and news outlets reacted with condolences and calls for awareness around recognizing warning signs of abuse. But what could anybody do about it? That you're there, but you're helpless. Hollywood Monroe Glam said neither one were emotionally mature enough to just leave the house. But and I do understand that, right? But that's for that moment. The issue and the problem is, thank you so much, Hollywood Monroe Glam. You look glam too, boo. Okay. The issue is that she's coming back. The issue is it's not enough in a toxic relationship, such as the one that they had. Leaving and coming back isn't the answer. Preparing to leave is the answer. Number two, let me just say this. Some people think that stuff is cute. They get off of toxic. She was laughing and giggling and had a girlfriend on the phone. This is just who and what they liked. This is the toxicity is the glue that held them together, the mutual toxicity. When you love yourself, you expect nothing but love in return. Because a person that loves themselves honors themselves. Leaving the house, it won't gonna do no good. Because it's what happens when they come back over and over after infidelity, after infidelity, after bullshit, after argument, after going to the police station. Like it was so the relationship was so toxic that that's just like saying, okay, well, we're gonna build a house and you starting with a pebble. Like, what is that gonna do? This was something that they enjoyed sharing together. Unfortunately, as bad as it may sound and hard as it may be to swallow, this is what they enjoyed. And they collected and gathered people who liked the same bullshit. They gathered people who liked it. They liked it, the toxicity, and so did their audience. And they probably was going around their family, yeah, girl, we getting that Facebook check money. We getting that TikTok money. We getting that YouTube money. We getting that Instagram money. We getting that Patreon money. We getting that Discord money. We getting that money. And all we got to do is be our original toxic selves. And we got 45,000 subscribers. And now, where do these people go for toxicity entertainment? What toxic couple are they going to look at next? Because when you feed that, you get an appetite for it. And then you get an addiction for looking at this bullshit. That's why I refuse to play the video here. I've seen it. But she was laughing when he said that you gonna make me do something to you. She said for saying that, she didn't even realize in all the toxicity that she was talking that she had crossed a line. She had become, in my opinion, the both of them. And when I say she, I'm talking about he. And when I say he, I'm talking about she. I'm talking about the both of them. She never realized that she crossed a line because the both of them were so used to gagging and dragging and embarrassing each other. She didn't even realize that what he said. She realized, but she didn't even realize the implications of what he said because allegedly he, by his own admission, he had already put the pause on her. Then the brother comes back and he's crying online. I don't know what that was supposed to do, but anyway, he was crying online and said that this is what they did. He had gotten so used to probably the toxicity that there was a part of him that couldn't live without her. He had already, according to the periodicals, he had already been had served time in prison, and allegedly, from some people on social media, they are reporting that he had unalived someone, and she was about to expose it, and therefore the phone got cut off, and alive did because she crossed the line with some dude's name. Allegedly, he went to some funeral for someone that I don't know where the rumor came from, so let me not say she, but a rumor was around that he unalived him and went to the funeral and was kicking it in the mother face like nothing had happened. Okay, y'all, so hold on for a second. Hold on for 1 second. I'm going to close the door, okay? Hold on. And I am back. There's a song called There's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Just something you used to sing back in the day. It's a thin line between love and hate. Hold on one second. Shh. Okay, hold on, y'all. I want to get the lyrics because I want y'all to hear the lyrics. Because I want y'all to hear the thing. I want y'all to hear the lyrics and I want y'all to think about this particular couple. Because, see, some people don't believe that stinks, but it does. When I was thinking about this couple and wanting to come out and have an adult conversation with you all, because over here we're adults, I thought about this song. And I'm going to read a little bit of the lyrics to you. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting in. A knock on the door. A voice sweet and low says, "Who is it?" She opens up the door and let me in. Never once did she say, "Where have you been? Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat? Let me hang up your coat." The woman tells me, "Pass me your hat." All the time she smiles, never once raises her voice. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't give it a second thought. Don't think if you keep breaking your woman's heart and she'll sit back and enjoy it. She gonna fool you one day. The sweetest woman in the world could be the meanest woman in the world. If you make her that way, you keep on hurting her. She keeps being quiet. She might be holding something inside that's really, really gonna hurt you one day. Unfortunately, this story was different, but this is the end of the song. Here I am, laying in a hospital, bandaged from feet to head, in the state of shock, just that much from being dead. I didn't think my woman would do something like this to me. I didn't think my girl had the nerve, but here I am. I guess actions speaks louder than words. Have you ever heard the lyrics that way? All we know is the hook. Most people just know the hook. It's a thin line, but they don't really realize what the lyrics is saying, especially the young folk. Because, see, that's old school. But old school was real school. Old school, we talked about real life. We didn't talk about fake fantasy lives. We didn't talk about riding a D, doing like Millie Jackson did that for us. We had one Millie Jackson, that was enough. Everybody else was keeping it classy and building and tearing down barriers so that others could come behind them. But most people ain't never heard the lyrics to this. It ain't but so much you gonna be able to do and get away with. in a toxic relationship. He knew he was stepping out. She didn't say nothing. Her man knew she was stepping out. They both were stepping out on each other in this particular case. But the embarrassment after a while will make you cuckoo for cocoa and somebody up. And everybody see the signs on the wall. Everybody. Absolutely. Music back then told a story. There was a very thin line between love and hate. Love and hate for each other and the love and hate for themselves. Because you got to love yourself. You got to, y'all. The prior history in this relationship with this couple before the 2005 incident. Shamarcus was known as the Frenchman. He was a social media personality and a dog breeder with prior felony criminal records, including aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession with intent to distribute cocaine. He served 5 years in prison and was released prior to meeting her. Zaria was a beauty influencer and she shared stuff about her home, her life, her marriage, her kids. Shamarcus basically was online with her in the background. They talked about mutual cheating allegations, domestic tensions and mistrust, his feelings of betrayal and a broken trust. At times, he would be just about ready to be in tears, and he seemed extremely emotionally unstable. Zaria doesn't speak much, though she briefly appears on camera. The live ends in 7.5 minutes. And so now we're here. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office and other authorities was looking for him in a highway pursuit, allegedly. As they attempted to initiate a traffic stop, Shamarcus did what he did. The news outlets began to report it, and it just goes crazy. Now, people on social media are mourning. There are still some unanswered questions. Like, what was the exact time of Zaria's death? Was it immediately after the live or maybe an hour or so later? People are asking whether abuse had been ongoing. Of course. Why was no one intervening? And were the kids at home? Were the kids there? What's going to happen with the kids? Y'all, let me tell you something before this thunderstorm hit. You can make good money off of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok without putting your personal life out there. And the money that you make ain't worth it. People think that influencers make a lot of money. Most of them spend more than they ever make. Probably don't even have an LLC or S corp. Not even established. Everything you see ain't what it is all the time. And you got to be able to be a strong person and say, you know what, I'm not going to feed into this. Because when you look at it, you feed into it. If y'all notice, there have been times when people have um, beefed on social media. There's a lot of stories. But you don't never, ever, ever want to underestimate the cost of embarrassment or toxicity in a relationship with the person you sleep with. Because when you get off that live and you just continue showing your ass for the whole world to see. I think about the girl Peach McIntyre. This lady got a husband and 8 kids or 9 kids or 20 kids. She embarrasses the out of her husband. And then she go right back to him. And then he cheat on her. She tell his business right now. She talking about he got a baby and she don't care nothing about the baby. You got the other woman that we was talking about. She talking about her husband cheating and honey, the way her house be kept. You know what? Don't blame the woman, auntie. Anyway, I digress. Let me tell you something. All the money in the world ain't worth it. Because at some point, there's going to be a very thin line between that love and that hate. And a bitch going to wake up in a hospital or on the other side of time. Y'all be careful about what you promote and what you allow in your eye gate and what you allow to be entertained by. Because sometimes it results in stuff like this. May God bless their families and the 2 children that they left behind. May the people who are around them and surround them and raise them in a loving environment. Give them the support, the system that they are desperately going to need. And may we have the courage to say this is crossing the line and there needs to be some intervention. Because sometimes we have to intervene on behalf of other people. And I wish someone has stood in and intervened on their behalf. Absolutely, Kanisha. Kanisha, she says, I think after a point she thought the life was safe for her, but nothing was safe with them being under the same roof. And that's why you got to learn that sometimes you don't go back. You pack your you leave. No forwarding address. You start your life over. That takes time. It takes you being methodical, careful, strategic, but it can be done. I'm a living witness that you can get out of any kind of toxic relationship that you are in as long as you stay focused and you got the mind to get out of it. You can fight for your rights and you can fight for your life because your life is worth fighting for, but it's not worth dying for over a whole bunch of social media bullshit with people who gonna move on with their lives when you're not posting anymore. Because people are going to move on to the next train wreck. Y'all, when y'all think about them, pray for them. Let me know downtown in the comment section what you think about um this tragic. This was just a tragedy. And may they rest in peace. Thank y'all so much for being here. Ray Della, thank you so much for always moderating the room. Members, thank you all so much for just your love and your support. I appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bells on so that when I go live, you go live with me. Y'all have a pleasant night. Bye bye.